Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, where today I want to review the G.I. Joe Classified Snakeyes and Timber 2-pack. This is really old. This is one of the oldest Hasbro Snakeyes, or Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified figures. And it's even kind of older, because this guy's just kind of a re-release of the very first G.I. Joe Classified figure. But yeah, I just want to take a picture, or a look at this. And I want to say this picture is what kind of held me off of this figure for so long, because the way they posed Snakeyes is just horrible. But yeah, you got all of the, legalese and stuff, and yeah. So, and first of all, I want to say I'm a fucking idiot, because I said in the last G.I. Joe Classified series that I only ever bought the movie, Snakeyes and tore it apart. But I also have my favorite character. I just don't pose this a lot, because I don't have a lot of characters to pose them with. But now that I have a good, proper Snakeyes, I don't think I'll use the Snakeyes for any fodder on anything for the most part. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep the Snakeyes and get the Commando Snakeyes for the character I'm trying to make. But yeah, I have this guy. I forgot about that. But let's just get started. We have Snakeyes and we have Timber. So, I mean, kind of the main reason I got this pack was for the Timber. I'm not going to lie. The Snakeyes is a plus, and I needed a Snakeyes, especially now since I'm going to start building out like a G.I. Joe display. But the Timber, I wanted to use for a Crypto the Superdog. Maybe get a custom head on there, get a cape, maybe a cape. Because I'm okay with him kind of being a more realistic take on it, like they've been doing. Like how he wasn't, I think he was in just basically a wolf dog in Titans with Superboy. So I think that might be what I do. Just keep him like this for now. I do want to find a cape for him though. And also maybe replace Superman's wired cape, because this one, I need wires at the bottom. But I just wanted to kind of, before we get into anything, just get this out of the way. They're going to look good together. Even the scar, you can just say Zod got a hold of him or somebody. Lex Luthor, Bizarro, maybe he fought Doomsday, Darkseid, something like that. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that that's kind of my alternate motive for this guy. And, yeah, this was the main draw of the pack. And Hasbro animals are pretty good. It's a little gummy in some of the joints, so that's not great. But besides that, he's a nice little figure. And the Snakeyes is a nice figure, too. I can't wait to pair this guy up with the new Retro Duke and Scarlet. And there's no Retro Roadblock. I hope we get a Retro Roadblock, because I need a Roadblock. Those are the 4 main G.I. Joe, good guys that I want. And then fill out the ranks from there. But yeah, this guy's great. He's got double jointed elbows. He's got crunch. He's got the ball joint down there. He's got butterfly joints, a little butterfly joint action. He's got a double neck with a hinge at the top, so he can really get it looking up. He's just got ninja articulation. He was great out of the package. No gummy joints or anything out of the package. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He's got a boot swivel, the hinge. And these are the figures that I really hope that... I mean, they're getting better. Marvel Legends is getting better with the articulation and the accessories and everything, and I hope they continue that path. But also, I want them to start taking notes from G.I. Joe, because G.I. Joe has been pretty consistently great since this line started. Was it back in 2019? 2020? It's fairly recent, all things considered, and they're way farther along, in my opinion, than Marvel Legends are. Maybe not in the amount of figures, but in the quality, they're usually pretty good. So, and then for articulation for Timber, he's got a swivel up there and a hinge, so you get the tail in pretty good positionings. You got hinges on both. Well, let's do this one. This one's a little less gummy, so it's easier to move around. You can, get it down to there. You can get it up to that position, and then you can kind of swivel a little. You got a hinge down there. You can get that all the way out. Hinge down there. A hinge and a forward-facing pin for rocker in the feet, and it's the same up here. You get a little bit more range in that stuff. And then you got a hinge up here. You can hinge down to there, hinge up to there. You got a ball joint in the head, and you can kind of swivel that around. This is basically a scaled down. Well, this came first. So Zabu's articulation from the Marvel Legends is kind of a copy of this. It's a little bit more. It's chunkier, so it's a little bit easier to move Zabu, but this Timber is great, and this is the type of articulation I kind of expected from the Mezco. And don't get me wrong, the Mezco does good shit. It just pops apart in the body too much, and the tail doesn't really do anything besides swivel. But this is also great. This is going to be my timber with this Snake Eyes, because I like him being bigger, and like I said, this is going to be crypto. But you can also just use them as regular wolves if you wanted to. And this is what I was using for my timber first, and then he turned into my crypto. But now he can go somewhere else and just be like a random dog, and this will be my crypto. The face is a little kinder on this one, so the facial he's a little bit better to be crypto, because I always consider crypto a more kind animal. But yeah, and then the other animal I have to compare him to is Zabu. And the Mattel Velociraptor is kind of in a bit of a situation, but I'll show him off next off to that. But I just have Zabu slitting his throat. That's probably something no one expected to see. But yeah, these two, even if you just decide to use these, they're great, and they're on sale. That's kind of why I picked this up. He's $36 right now. I think he's 36, which is the same price as this 3-pack, and they look great together. So it'll be nice to have him facing off against them. And they're all taller than him, so this wouldn't work for the custom I'm gonna go for anyway. So I'll probably just get another Mezco Snake Eyes, because they're still retail, and then that gives me an extra wolf and everything too. And this is what he looks like next to my boy. Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, the best duo. I hope that Snake Eyes gets a deluxe set like this, but with his, sorry, there's a helicopter flying overhead. I think a hospital helicopter, actually. I kind of hope he gets the same treatment, but with his tiger. I forgot the tiger's name, because, you know, but yeah, so that's just that. And then we'll just take a look at the accessories. I kind of forgot that they came with accessories. Not really the reason I bought this pack. Normally that's the reason I buy things, but not the main reason, but a selling factor for some stuff. But this one was the figures. So he comes with one of these like cases, which I like that they started doing. Well, they've been doing it for a while now, but I like that they do that, because if you really wanted to use them for like display, you kind of could for some of them. So it comes with a bag in it. We'll rip that out. We can get everything out of there. Okay, and then we'll put all this stuff off to the side. It comes with all of these, like, you know, they think these are all normally rifles of some sort, or swords or something, so that keeps them straightened out. See, yeah. So there's a rifle, and this is why I love buying classified figures so much, because even if you're not going to use all these weapons for this character, you can use these for so many more things. Like, these weapons can go to shield troops, you know, AIM, Hydra, or just G.I. Joe characters. They don't even have to be for different lines. You can just use these for everything. These are kind of multifaceted. So for the first accessory, we'll start off with the accessory I'm never going to use on him. This might actually, I could probably put this on Kazar, maybe. This might look cool on Kazar. Oh, he dropped the thing. Okay, and this is, like, it just doesn't look right to me. It doesn't lay right, and even if you take the harness off, it still looks weird. And also, it's not cloth, so it's just kind of, it just looks not great. But if you wanted him to be in this, like, poncho type thing, it's kind of what the vibe is. But that will never be used for Snake Eyes. And then something that you don't see often with G.I. Joe Classified, which is a shame, because they should do more. You have alternate hands. So you have him holding a ninja star, which is a pretty cool hand. And then you have, like, the ninja, like, this is used for climbing. I forgot what it's called. But these claws, there's actually claws on this, like, hand. And these are normally used for climbing. You can use them as weapons, but they're normally used for, like, climbing stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then for guns, you get this weird gun thing with a magazine that pulls out in the back. Never seen a gun like that before. And then I think these are all based on Nerf guns was the thing, these original. So that's kind of cool. And you got 2 rifles. And it's Snake Eyes, so you get an Uzi. You always get an Uzi with Snake Eyes. I wish you came with 2 Uzis, but I have another Uzi somewhere. And then you get a handgun. And then for the Uzi and the handgun, it can fit on both of them. You get a silencer that I'd be careful when putting it on because it's really small. But yeah. And then you have a weird gun that I would associate more with, like, a Scarlet. But you can take this off. This is like something Scarlet would use, like a crossbow. I'd consider this a crossbow. But if you don't want it to be a crossbow, you can make it a rifle. So that's pretty cool. And then since it's Snake Eyes, he comes with a sheath and his sword. I think that's the way it goes in, right? Yeah, the curve goes that way, so that's the way it's got to go in. And then he's got a pinhole on the back, and then even in the, like, overlay. Yeah, even in the overlay, there's a hole that you can kind of, okay. And then you put it that way, or that way, whichever way you prefer, but it's supposed to go that way. And then for the gun storage, there's a actual thing for the pistol there. And then there's a thing for the suppressor. And then there's a holster for the knife. So that looks nice. So yeah, this is Ninja Snake Eyes. And for Ninja Snake Eyes, I normally perceive that as more swords. So I wish he would have come with more ninja weapons and more swords and stuff instead of guns. But the guns are nice too. I more consider the, the Commando Snake Eyes as the gun guy. But they both use guns. And then you get an alternate head for Timber over here. And you just pull that right off. And you can push that right on there. It's on a peg on a ball joint. It's a little tough. Find the camera strength. Come on. Okay. And then, yeah, now that looks nice and, aggressive. And, yeah. That's also the route that Mezco went with him. He got 3 faces. He got the calm one. He got a more growling one. And then he got a snarling one. So, yeah. I wish this one got a kinder looking face, but this one will do. Okay. So, yeah. That's the figures, and I think they're really great figures, and I'm probably going to get the Commando one as well, because I love that look for Snake Eyes as well. And I might use that for some fodder for something, maybe not. And then I'll just have an extra wolf, and it's nice to have a smaller wolf, for size variations. You can use that as a younger wolf, and then I could use this as a bit like a smaller wolf, because I plan on picking up another one of the Mezco Snake Eyes, maybe a few, because I want to do a custom Nightwing. Even though Mezco's doing Nightwing, I still want to do my own custom. I'm still going to get the Mezco Nightwing, but I want to do my own custom. And then a custom version of that character that I was talking about that I made when I was a kid. I've just kind of been attached to him since I was a kid. His name's The Shadow, but I think that's an official superhero now. I learned. I mean, there's an older one, but I never really considered that. But I think even Marvel has their own character called The Shadow now, so that's kind of ass if you ask me. But yeah, and then I think he'd be good to make another custom Robin, stuff like that. So, fodder, and then I also plan on doing, instead of just buying the Mezco blade, I'm probably just going to make a custom Mezco blade with all the parts I have. So yeah, that's my rambling done, and yeah, the Snake Eyes is great. I love the camo pants. I do like him in all black, but I think this adds like a variation to that that's pretty nice. And this makes me kind of want to get the sand looking one, the one that's like in the sandstorm. That version of Snake Eyes looks really cool. So, thanks for watching, everyone. And the hands do perfectly fit weapons, by the way. You can put a weapon in these hands, no problem. Maybe a little bit of a problem, but just because trigger guards and stuff are weird sometimes. But, see, you got him right in there. So, he's a very easy figure to pose and have fun with. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.